Hi, I'm Kathy Kiely, president of the Ad Club. I want to thank you for joining us today on the Big Orange Couch. Also joining us today on the Big Orange Couch is Eric Healy. He's vice president at Sapient. Thank you so much for joining us here today on the Big Orange Couch.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Touchscreen technology is with us everywhere, from cameras to video phones to you name it. And very soon you'll be able to order anything with just the touch of a finger. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So, Eric, tell me a little bit about the work you're doing at Sapient. And I know Sapient is a very well-known name, but I think up until this point, you've been known as sort of a IT technology consultant superstars. And I know you're working to shift that opinion a little bit. So tell me what you're doing to sort of change that image.
There's no question in terms of perception that Sapient's heritage is what it is in terms of technology consulting and technology enablement. It is very well steeped in terms of a history of having built out really robust technology platforms and solutions for Fortune 500 clients. I think perception and reality are two things, right? Today you take a look at Sapient's book of business, and really over the course of the last 3.5 or 4 years, we have transitioned from that technology consulting and enablement heritage. While it's still core to what we do, we have blown things out to be really full service in orientation. So we act as a full service digital agency. We also act as a full service marketing services group.
And Eric, I love Sapient because you're really one of the bright spots in the city for hiring. So tell me about that. Who are some of the people that you've brought on recently?
Yeah, we're growing the group, so it's very exciting. As Sapient acting as Boston, both as headquarters, but also in really blowing out the offering to include strategic hires. Within the past couple months, we've brought on board a group creative director from DDB, Barry Fisk, who's here, who you've had an opportunity to meet. Yeah. Matt Lindley, who has transitioned from another local player in a new role here. So the growth continues.
All right, so from what I hear and what I understand, and I actually had the pleasure of seeing it, you have created the world's sexiest vending machine, right? I mean, it's a phenomenal consumer experience. Talk a little bit about that.
Sure. So CocaCola came to Sapient back in early 2008 with a very interesting challenge, which was to design the vending machine of the future. So there's kind of the back end of the machine, which is really the refrigerated unit and the monetary component to a Coke machine, which is owned and run and serviced by its distributor base. But there's this huge front end of the machine, which becomes a branding and a customer engagement vehicle for Coca-Cola to interact with its consumers. The machine that we designed for Coca-Cola and actually baited at the Beijing Olympics, the Summer Olympics last year, really takes that to a whole new level. So the idea is incorporating new technologies, natural touch interface where users can interact with the actual vending machine, kind of media server-based solutions on the back end that allow us to effectively monitor and distribute content, so that content can basically support day parting. So it could, in theory, be Minute Maid products during the morning and then shift to sodas in the afternoon or in the evening. Can support a wide array of content, both static content and imagery, as well as video playing on those machines. So Sapient was really tasked with creating that platform and that solution for Coke to ultimately distribute a wide range of original content to its consumers, and at the same time deepen kind of customer interaction with Coca-Cola by way of a natural touch experience.
Okay, so that's a wrap from the Big Orange Couch. And again, I want to thank Eric Healy, Vice President of Sapient here in Boston, for joining us on the Big Orange Couch. Thank you, Eric.
It's a pleasure. Yeah. Thanks for having me.
And I look forward to seeing these vending machines. Where can we look for them?
The Coca-Cola products, the digital vending products, are actually rolling out right now. There are 150 machines that are beginning to roll out across Simon properties, so Simon Mall locations.
I'm there frequently.
You'll see
sure,
one. There is one in Natick right now.
Great.
And look to see more in terms of presence on college campuses and beyond.
Very cool. Thank you, Eric.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on the Big Orange Couch.